Hi everybody, welcome to week 15. We are almost there. All right, week 15. Function within the educational environment. This is kind of an interesting one, and you touched base on it a little bit in your portfolio. But functioning in the education environment has to do with all those things like politics and social norms, rules and regulations. There's kind of a lot to consider when you're thinking about the educational environment. And how are you going to pick up on cues or gather information so that you are functioning well in the education environment, be that the clinical setting or in academia? Who are your role models going to be? Where are you going to get your information? Especially if your orientation is less than stellar and you aren't assigned a mentor, which hopefully you will be. So a lot of things to consider with functioning within the educational environment. One kind of seems like a silly thing, okay? But let's say you're in the clinical setting and you accept a clinical educator position within that same setting where you were a staff nurse. How are your relationships going to stay the same or change related to the staff? Who are you going to eat lunch with? Are you going to eat lunch with the staff nurses? Are you going to eat lunch with the other educators? Are you going to eat lunch with the managers to find out about their units? It might sound like a silly question, but it's something to think about. All the politics, all the background stuff. How are you going to know the norms that are appropriate for your new position? So something for you to think about, okay? And we'll be discussing that this week. All right, this week, your final preceptor eval is due. Unless you have told me that you are not going to finish your hours until the last week, I need your preceptor eval in by Wednesday, okay? And because I want to get everybody's scores done on that. And yes, you may need to hound your preceptor to get it back. I'm sorry. This is one of those things that if everybody can strive to get them in by Wednesday, then hopefully we'll have them all in by Thursday and Friday. Again, I don't count you late on this particular assignment because you're depending on somebody else to get that information in. But please, please, please work closely with your preceptor to try to get that in on time. I have seen some emails come through, and so I know you've been working on that. Okay, next week then, I want to kind of set you up for this. We've got all the final kind of evaluation pieces that need to come in. So there's a piece that says your preceptored clinical tracking, which you've been doing in Typhon, okay? I think it is Typhon. I don't think it's Typhoon, although that sounds kind of more fun. You want to copy and paste, take a snapshot of that tracking in the Typhoon website, and then upload it to the assignment area. That's how you're going to show me that your hours have been tracked, completed, and signed off by your preceptor. So that's how you're going to do that one. And then there's a clinical evaluation of your preceptor. You get to give us some feedback. If you want, you can share that with your preceptor. If you do not want to, that is totally up to you. I just need to make sure that you complete it. Now, okay, there's two other assignments. The last NEP section to input and clinical evaluation of overall practicum goals. Both of those things are done on that lovely NEPD form that you'd like to crumple up and throw away, I'm sure by now. So on your NEPD form, you're going to be submitting it twice. I am going to be looking at different sections. So for the NEPD one, just down at the next topic, student comments if you finished your practicum. If not, if you're just finishing your hours, just complete it as usual, just like I've been telling you on your NEPD forms. And so you'll just add another component, okay? For the evaluation of overall practical goals, you are going to copy and paste your overall practicum goals that we worked on together back in, I'm thinking like week 2. You're going to copy and paste those at the very bottom of your NEPD form. There's a section that says evaluation of overall practical goals. And then next to each one, you're going to tell me if you think you met it or not and why. Maybe you were able to meet all of them, maybe only partially. And what was the reason? If you did meet them, tell me what you think you did to meet them. I'm not going to have you have to prove it with documentation and things like that, but just tell me how you met that goal. So that's what those 2 assignments refer to. And hopefully everybody will get them all in on time. So after next week, I'll be able to get your grades to you on time. That would be nice, huh? All right, everybody. I think that's all I have. All right. So I can't tell you what a joy it is working with this class. I've really enjoyed it a lot. I'll be talking to you more about that next week. All right, guys. See you in the main forum. Bye.